What's going on, everybody? Man, words cannot even describe the show I just watched on NXT on CW, man. I am so excited for Homecoming. No Mercy's coming up, man. Javon Evans gets us kicked off. We got DIY, Mello's back, and not even talking about the women that popped up on this show. Enough of this, man. Let's get into this. This is the NXT Rewind.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Johnny Anthony. This is the NXT Rewind on Chairshot Sports. As always, running on Zoe Energy. I'm proud SportsCoin affiliate, man. You guys know me. You know my partner in crime here. This is a Two Sushi collaboration. My boy Mike from the Mob Squad. Mike, what's going on, baby?
What's going on, bro? Hell of a show tonight.
Hell of a show. I am amped right now, man. Wow. Just so many names they brought back. It just, oh man, I'm pumped for Homecoming. Yeah. Damn, man. And the show kicked up. Let's just get into it. Fuck. Shit.
Dive right in.
We're 17 days away from No Mercy, man. And just not even that, but Homecoming is just so stacked up right now. Everything we're going to see next week. Javon Evans, bro, I don't think, without actually using a trampoline and doing some Sin Cara crap, I did not think a man could jump that high. My God. That man jumped. Literally he should have just done the Superman coming off the ring, man.
Bouncy.
Yo, for real. Oh my God. What a way to kick off the whole show. Briggs, Javon, man, they get into it. They go. Those boys were hitting stiff too, man. There was a time I think Evans, he caught him right here. Not Evans, I'm sorry. He caught Briggs right here, and you saw Briggs get up. He gave him a couple good stiff ones, man. Those guys were hitting hard.
Yeah.
What's going on, Casper? Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Obviously, NXT was insane. Insane. We have so many thoughts, so much stuff to talk about. Awesome, man. Yo, young OG is an enigma. If you at any point doubted this man, you and me talked about it. We were at Heatwave. We talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
Like, this time is gonna come. And he just proves match after match, night after night, week after week. Yeah, he's a smaller dude. We talked about putting on a little bit of weight. We talked about the Shelton comparisons, things like that. But dude, this guy gets it done no matter what he looks like, man. And just you are looking at the TV like just flabbergasted. It was a great match, man. They went back and forth, a lot of near falls. At the end of the day, obviously, Briggs needed to get out that chain real quick. Boop, knock it right in the back of the head, get that 1, 2, 3. Briggs walks out with a steals a win here. But man, these two boys, they set the tone for tonight's NXT, man. I'll give it up to you. Your thoughts on the opening and talking about what Javon did and what he's going to be doing moving forward.
I mean, I know the storyline. They're going to have him fall to bring him back up. We know what we're doing here. Well, I know what they're doing here. Obviously, Briggs had to cheat to beat him. But you know what? This works because this match started. I was like, damn, I don't really want either one of these guys to lose right now. Why did they do this match? So the way it ended, I appreciate it because, you know, Evans stays strong. He has the "you didn't beat me clean" going on, but this match slapped. They, like you said, they was going hard. This was it. They gave them enough time to really build in the match. I think I posted this match was cooking like while it was going on, I believe. So this may or may not be already my match of the night to open up the night.
Woo!
So
Damn, okay.
that's how I felt about that match. So I enjoyed everything about it, and I'm interested to see where both of these guys go from here.
Yeah, I've told you before, man. My thoughts on Briggs. He's the next big man, the hard hitting. Almost reminds me of a JBL. I don't want to say a Taker, but like, you know, that rugged big dude. Yeah. You know, the biker kind of gimmick. I like it, and he just has the look. And like I said, Briggs is great on the mic as well, and a lot of promise for him. And man, him and OG kicked it off tonight, man. Fire.
Yeah, and you know how I feel about Evans. I jumped out my seat at Heatwave when I thought
that's your boy. You thought, man, my man Mike was 10 feet tall. Thought he won the title, man. I'm telling you,
I was bouncy when I thought he won.
You did. Everyone, I'm like, no, wait. I had to hold you down, bro. You were ready to rush the ring. Like, sorry, just like Kurt Angle putting him on his shoulders and everything. Just
listen, we're about to carry him out of there with the title.
Let's go. Will be running after you like in Happy Gilmore. Give me that. That's my belt.
I'm not trying to have the WWE Thanos chasing me
You don't want that, baby. He
out
coming
of
for
the
you.
Heat Wave Arena.
In this show, I think tonight, I mean, the matches were good. Obviously, this first one slapped. But I think there's a lot more to talk about in the meat on the bone kind of thing, especially once we get into some of the segments and some of the things we
Yeah.
saw tonight. There's one in particular I can't wait to talk to you about because I want your thoughts, your deep thoughts about it. We're going to get to that in a little bit. We go backstage. We see Oba obviously and Saints going at it back and forth. These two are going to be going. They're going to be voice. They're going to be talking about their feelings and how they feel about each other next week. On the Grayson Waller effect, man. Again, homecoming is stacked, man.
Yeah.
Stacked. Oh, Grayson Waller coming home too. Love it. I'm a big fan of Waller. I think eventually when they do find something that's not him being a lackey for the Boo Day, when he gets his shot, he really can wrestle. Really is he's a guy. He's a heel that can really piss you off and get under your skin. He's so good at doing it, man. Really cool to see the Grayson Waller effect. I'm pumped for that. DIY's in the house. They show them walking down. They come out to the ring. They go to talk about Trick. Trick comes down. Call him Trick. They actually said one of the best wrestlers to ever do it. Trick's music literally cuts them off before Trick can come out. Trick comes down, kind of talking, jib jabbing a little bit. Said he didn't come alone. He's him, baby. Mello in the house, man. The man who put the renovations on NXT after Black and Gold. My man, great to see him back in the ring. Good to see him on TV. That's not with the Miz.
Hey, listen, that name to you probably see my post. That's one of the top 2 worst tag team names floating around in wrestling right now. They own one and AEW owns one.
Mellow Don't Miz, baby. It's creative. Mike came up with that too.
I know
that was Mike.
It's creative.
That was Mike.
It's just not good, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I like both.
It gets the people going, bro. It gets the people going.
I just don't understand it. It just doesn't work for me.
Well, apparently it didn't work for a lot of people because Mello's back at NXT for a little bit.
Yeah. And to be fair though, it is the second worst name. The other name is worse than that.
What's the other tag team you're talking about?
The Swirl.
Oh, geez, yeah.
They're both top tier, not in a good way.
Well, we got Trick Mello gang out here, obviously talking to DIY, and I like how Mello and Trick was just airing that dirty laundry out. Everyone's chanting from the hug it out, and finally Ciampa just tries to be that guy. He just kind of put the knife in the back. He's like, "Yo, why don't you shut up, bro? Listen, you guys got enough bullshit on your side too. You guys kicked each other in the head. Go match for match, man. Listen, get out of here." So I like the fact that those 4 guys are going to get in that ring. That match, I'm going to call it now, might be match of the night, man. I know we're going to talk about a match as we get to the end of the show. That's booked as well. But these 4 guys can go. These gents are going to tear it down. Big DIY fans, big Trick guy, big Mellow guy. So I'm excited for that match. Your thoughts on the promo and the whole thing in general, and your thoughts on the match next week at Homecoming.
All right, first thing, is it too early to say there was nostalgia aura with DIY?
Stop it! Don't do it.
No, I don't mean in a bad way. I like nostalgia.
Same, me too. It sells, bro. It sells.
Yeah, no, but like I said, I'm asking you that because I had nostalgia for a second of Black and Gold NXT. Like I was feeling it. Like
I saw them.
So that's why I asked, right? But I'm not bringing it up in one of those people use it as crazy terms. I mean in a good way. Yeah. So I like that right there. I didn't see the Mellow thing coming. Loved every minute of it. I would love to see Mello stay down there for a little bit and just cook and be able to do
for a little bit,
just a little bit, and come back up to be able to do his own thing and maybe have a reboot type thing when he gets back to the main roster. But I do like the fact he was digging in Trick. I don't know how he went from what he was doing to Trick out there to half of the tag with him, but there was points, I believe, some of the quotes, sit down, don't touch nothing.
Stop squatting, take your heels off, don't touch nothing, shut your mouth. Dude,
yo, listen.
Joseph was like, oh!
Yeah, he was going bananas on him. And it went from that to now you're tagging with him because DIY just dove at you. Yep. I didn't expect to get where we ended, but I'll take it. And
Yeah,
I'll
I'll take
call it
that
right
match.
now. That will be match of the night at
Hell yeah.
Homecoming. It will
Hell yeah.
be. I don't think there's a doubt in my mind. I mean, it could, maybe it don't happen, but I'm going into it believing that will be the match of the night.
Yeah, I think those four gentlemen, they just cook, and I think not for nothing too, Ciampa and Gargano come down there, and you know they're gonna blow the roof off the place, especially being at Full Sail. Yo, and shout out to Full Sail, by the way, man. I put a tweet up like 15, 20 minutes ago before we came on the air. I tagged Full Sail, man. He shot us a follow back, man. Shout out to Full Sail. Awesome for following Chair Shot Sports. I'm pumped for that. I was like, oh my God, let's go. So that was awesome, man. But being in Full Sail, the nostalgia for those two gents, man, they're gonna just tear it down in homage to the black and gold. So I'm here for it. It's going to be, I'm excited. But again, I think I'll go with you on that. Match of the night, bar none.
Yep. And Melo don't miss. Melo don't miss.
No, Miz,
Yeah,
miss.
get that Miz out of here, please. Because now it's making his catchphrase just awkward. Just get the Miz part out of here. My name, I'm called Miz. I've been called Miz for 30 years. Get that Miz stuff out of here. Mellow, don't miss.
Miss.
Miss. Yeah.
Oh man. Then we go over real quick. We go to the speed championships on the men's and the women's side. This one was for the women. Lanny Reed taking on Fabi Apache. Great match. Great match. Obviously, Natty / Natalia gets involved, is the distraction. Reed walks out of there with the win for NXT. So it's going to be Reed and Candice LeRae going to see who's going to take on Sol Ruca over at No Mercy. I personally, I just don't want it to be Candice LeRae, but I think it's going to be. I'd like to see it be. I'd like to see Lanny Reed to kind of get in there and get that. I think that's the one belt Sol Ruca can afford to drop. Nothing against the belt, okay, but it's new. That's the one we talked about it a couple weeks ago. That's the one you might want to pass around a little bit because it's the speed championship. It's not meant to be held for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. Like that's the one you want to kind of move around a little bit. Throw it into AAA, maybe TNA, whatever we're doing. I thought Xia Brookside was going to win the whole thing. I'm still pissed about that, but anyway. Your thoughts about Reed moving on and your early pick for LeRae and Reed, who moves on and who's going to take down Sol Ruca for that speed championship?
All right. So first thing I want to say is shout out to Natty finally getting her way to some type of not Natalia.
Not
Natty.
Natty.
Listen, give us what we want, right? So first thing, shout out to that. That was my most important thing in this whole thing. Forget the match. I seen Natty come out. That's the living legend, not low key. That's the living legend.
The boat.
Yeah, the boat, right? So now, as far as the match, I'm familiar with Fabi Apache. I've seen her wrestle before. She's really good. I know what she could do. I had no idea who Lady Reed was coming out. In her promo, I noticed a few things. Confidence is key. She got that. She
100.
did her thing in the match. She has it. Doesn't mean that y'all become crazy successful, but what I'm saying is you have the toolbox to become crazy successful, in my opinion. So I liked what I seen there. With that being said, you know who's winning this next match.
Come on, man.
Candice,
Come on, man.
There's no way. Well, I guess she has a look.
Poison Pixie, baby.
She has a vibe. She has all that stuff like Lady Reed I'm talking about. So maybe they give her the instant push, but they didn't even do that for Kendall Gray. And I think Kendall Gray has the it factor already. Like she was ready and she came out and didn't get that push. So I'm gonna say LeRae wins this.
She's got the what are the kids called nowadays? Oh, aura. She's got that aura.
Yeah. And she still had the, you know how it is, they just have like a kind of a system they do. So you come out and the fact she won that match gives me the chance of thinking maybe they do, but I don't see you just coming out and beating Candice LeRae right now. I just don't see it. So I'm gonna say Candice wins that.
I'll give Lainey credit, man. That promo she cut was she has some good little zingers in there. And here's the tea, sweet, of course, like being southern. Like I give her, and she was quick with it too. She kept, hopefully that was the first take, but she was good with some of those one-liners. I like that. And again, I agree with you 100%. That confidence, she already is out there like, I'm gonna kick the hell out of you and I'm gonna win this shit.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, okay, girl, I see you. All right, show that
and
teeth, show the teeth.
that was the promo where I said the confidence, because she literally, after winning that match, made me think back to the promo and say, "Oh shit," because I thought she was gonna still lose the match. Honestly,
Mhm. Yeah,
So when she won, it was like, hold on, she's confident, she's believable. So even if she loses, that tells you she's good, because I believed every word she was saying.
and she
I,
won.
I drank all the tea. I drank it all.
I was here for it.
That's-
I went back for seconds.
mhm. I did
But
as
definitely
well.
the more time you get Laney Reed on TV. And again, I feel like the Speed Championship is a good time. To your point as well, I will say, but like this would be the one for her to kind of get that and get like the push.
Yeah,
Again, I don't want to like what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to like demonetize the title. But
yeah,
if this is one you're going to give to someone, have them run around as a champion who's going to defend a lot, this might
yeah,
be a little bit of a measuring stick for them to kind of look. And Sean's watching, seeing what you're doing. And now you're going to AAA, you're going to TNA, all
yeah,
these. Now, okay, you're going to run from the grind or you're going to do the grind. Are you here for it? You're going to go to different promotions on different nights and wrestle in these matches to defend the belt. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
yeah. It definitely is. And
So,
they're popping new talent out of nowhere too.
dude, I'm
I mean,
telling
it's not
you,
out of nowhere, but to our eyes, it's out of nowhere. Poof, who's this? Poof, who's this?
yep,
You know?
they're getting ready. That draft's coming soon, man. ESPN ready. They're like, oh,
Yeah,
we take it. Let's go.
hopefully they take a few of the ideas that, I mean, we've floated around, other people have floated around, tons of good ideas, but hopefully there's a way. And obviously, see, it all comes down to the way their deals are and stuff. And I'm not going to get into
Oh,
that,
we
but
talked about. I know what you're talking about. We talked about this a couple weeks ago.
yeah,
The
but hopefully,
actual draft.
yeah, an actual draft
Actual
where
draft.
maybe they just, I mean, maybe there's a way to say, look, these guys got to stay here, but we'll act like they don't. These guys got to stay here and these ones got to stay here. We'll act like they don't. So
Yeah.
those ones are going to get kind of pre-drafted, but it will look like it's real, right? But this other rest of this pool will actually do a real draft,
Yeah.
right?
Have at it.
So that would be, it would be super intriguing to be able to watch that at like 12 p.m. on ESPN, like an actual draft, you know?
And ESPN would do it up too. They got the ticker on the bottom. They're
Yep,
doing the stats. They're
yep.
doing the whole thing they did with the combine. The kids just
Got
like
the
doing one of these.
came from AAA, came from
Yup.
NXT, like, bro, they could make that so ill if they do it right. And I mean, ESPN invested a big bag to get them.
Huge bag.
Do it big, do it big.
I think they might.
Yeah,
That is some stuff that ESPN would do. Like
bring them.
Nick Khan's already been like, yeah, I got an idea for the draft. Let's do
I
a
give you,
real draft.
give you the better one. Give you the better one right here, right? Bring all the wrestlers to a draft, just like the NFL draft. Call them up, have somebody introduce them, whether it's, whatever representative for this show,
Mhm.
representative for this show, whether it's, say maybe a CW person, and
Yeah.
you so
USA.
you
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? So you literally could get the whole thing going like a real draft. Have, say, 60% of the wrestlers in the crowd really having no idea where they're going.
I like that. And we
What's
talked
the
about that a
difference?
couple
You're
weeks
going
ago,
on
man.
tour anyways. You're on tour 95% of the year. Doesn't really matter which direction you're going.
And if I'm Netflix, man, if they're doing something like this, Netflix is probably out there swinging it around like they're in sweatpants. And then
Yeah.
they saw ESPN. They're like, oh, we're little brother again. Damn it. No, and ESPN's gonna take all the guys they want.
bro,
Damn it.
bro, ESPN bought NFL Network. I
No, I
know.
know. Yeah,
Well, remember, didn't buy it. Kind of just gave them
got a
10% of
stake
the
in
year.
it. A little bit of
Yeah.
a stake
So
in it.
they technically, the NFL got stake in the WWE right now too. Technically.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
TKO.
they know what they're doing. They took 10% of everything.
Yo, the one that goes under the radar for everybody. Not to get off not get off on a tangent, but like we're talking about the deals.
Yeah.
You know who won in all of this was Paramount Plus. Yeah, they paid a good amount of money. Like they paid, I think it was 50, 10 million, 30 million to buy all of the UFC pay-per-views.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm here paying $80 a month. If I can get Paramount Plus for $30 a month, That's all I'm paying. I get UFC and everything else in Paramount. No,
Yeah.
Paramount's out here winning. They're gonna
Yeah.
get so many if you I can tell you as a UFC fan, take away wrestling, peel it all away. You tell me, hey, listen, $30 a month, you get all the UFC pay-per-views. Wait, and the fight nights? Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah. Dude, I'm in. Let's go. Like shit. Like
They
Paramount
also
plus
give
one.
you games. Paramount also gives you games here and there
Yep.
from basically every sport.
And they do have some good programming. They really do. Like not the, like they won in that one. They paid a good amount of money.
Yeah.
You got UFC, bro. You're gonna oh boy. Oh
Mhm.
boy. Like they're gonna get that.
They're gonna do good.
Yeah. So this is what I've been waiting to talk about. I think we might have differing opinions, but not so differing. But I think for different reasons.
I'm going JD on you, bro. That's it.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Let's
bro,
go.
bro.
Let's go, bro.
Listen, baby. I enjoy this kid. As soon as they showed her in the glass and the red pop, I literally sat up in my couch and put the laptop down. I was like, no. I am in love with the glamour character. I love it. It's the one that came out with Tony, the messed up mascara, all that. I mean, I'm sorry, the lipstick, everything, dude. But WWE is going to do it right because they're going to give her. It's whether they do some kind of weird and pull it black, like pull it like from where it was with the little cutesy one to the horror one, or they're just going to give her some nasty ass dark horror entrance, and they're going to do her up dirty. I'm here, like me in a good way, and just do her up looking good as the glamour, all black, as her being all white before, all black now. Whatever the theme, she's going to get Def Rebelled, which sucks, but hopefully they don't screw it up. I'm here for it. I like it, and I think a lot of WWE people. I know, man. I'm gonna let you get I'm gonna let you get your say, but I think a lot of WWE people who have not seen this part or know who the glamour is, don't know where the name came from, even before AEW, don't know where her teeth are. She's gonna show them in NXT. It's not gonna be the same what we saw in AEW, because obviously you can't do that kind of stuff here. Obviously, in the Hollywood ending, which was an amazing match all time. I'm here for it. I like this. We talked about her being heel, but now we get like uber heel.
Yeah.
So I like it. With that, Mike, the floor is yours.
I like it. I'm gonna put like this. With everything they're gonna do different, it's gonna be the same. And what I mean is this, right? Not a knock on the Blake Monroe character, but this is what it is. I'm gonna say the name. I'm gonna do it. Don't do it. Don't do. I'm gonna do it.
Oh no!
They should have just kept her Mariah May. She should have. She didn't need a change.
Could they have though? AEW didn't have that.
No, they don't trademark shit like that.
I didn't know. That's why they didn't know. Maybe.
Yeah, she could have left and kept her name. She had that in Stardom, AEW. She could have left with it. So unless Stardom owns it, but maybe that's another discussion. But I believe there's no ownership to that name that she couldn't have left with, right? So that was all I had. The problem I had in the beginning. This woman needs no changes. You know, if you want to change things in the ring and adjust things like that, but as far as her personality, the woman from hell, the glamour, all her different layers to her didn't need to be changed. And I think walking in as Mariah May, they could have did all those same packages, all the vignettes, started all the same way. And now what I do agree with you on is this. I think that they're gonna probably throw face paint potentially, or they're gonna put a twist to it. It's definitely gonna be a little darker, if what I'm guessing is correctly, more horror-ish. But I'm here for all of it, and this is what I wanted from the beginning. Mariah May's dark side, I think, is the best side of her as far as the character, right? Which is when we seen her best parts of her in AEW in the Tony Storm feud, which I believe started off a little similar, but differences. She came there, she was, super fanned out. She eventually turned, you get the good part of her, right? Yep. So we're getting there, and I think it'll be a little bit different, but I think it just all boils down to, I don't know if this was the plan from the beginning, but that part of her didn't need to be changed. Maybe you alter the character a little bit, but she already has that hellish, venomous, deviousness, like she nails that out the park. So if you're telling me you're gonna give her a little bit of rosemary with a little bit
Oh,
with a little bit of the woman from
ooh.
hell, which is she's been calling herself that before AEW. This has always been like her dark side. So the fact that she still gets to use certain terminologies and stuff, I love the fact that none of that was taken from her. That's how I know the gloves is off. You could have used it all, you know?
Yeah,
And that was my problem a little bit because, Penta, Phoenix, not to get off course, you allowed people that didn't want to change their names to change it. And maybe she offered to change it and picked a different name. But if I was the person listening to her say that, I would be like, no, listen, you don't need to change anything. Alterations is what we're going to do.
yes,
Now,
yes.
I am getting comfortable, remembering to say Blake Monroe. Don't have the quarrel with the name like people may think I do. Like I'm just one of those people that been a fan for long before, so it's like it gets aggravating. I argue with people that got introduced to it this year, and you're attacking me when I'm just giving you my piece.
Like I knew her before AEW. Leave me alone. I knew her before that.
Like, but it's not, yeah. Like people think like if I say something, it's always applies to AEW versus WWE. It doesn't. That's just not how it goes. I just knew that this woman was special at everything she could do, and I'm glad that they're getting there. You know, I'll take the alterations. Let her be the woman from hell. Yes.
It's gonna be good, man. If there's one thing WWE can do when it comes to presentations like that,
Yeah.
they don't
Yeah.
miss. So I'm excited for it. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I'd be remiss. I gotta obviously jump in here. My boy Zach up in here. I keep telling him he's got to DM me and let me know because it's 11 o'clock at night on the East Coast. It's National Carrot Cake Day. I love me some carrot cake, and now
Damn.
I'm not even gonna get some tonight. Everything's closed. I can't go anywhere, and I gotta have it tomorrow in memorandum of today.
Now I'm gonna have to look at my refrigerator, see if I have a carrot and a piece of cake, and just open
Yo,
it.
don't stop, bro. Damn, I love me some carrot cake. Damn. But thank you, Zach, for that. As always, man. Every show, I appreciate you coming in and letting us know. No, but I think it's gonna be great. And if there's one thing WWE does, it's horror. It's that dark-ish kind of stuff that they do. They do it with Alistair. They do it with the White Six. They do it all these folks. So I really hope it's not face paint. I know when it was AEW, it was like her lipstick was all kind of screwed up. She kind of smeared it. I really hope it's that like it's something low key, nothing nuts. Like
Yeah,
don't cover the moneymaker. Like leave that. You don't want to
yeah,
cover
I
that.
don't think it would be full fledged. I think it maybe be like one eye painted, maybe like so yeah,
Eyeliner on this one or
like so I
something.
think it
Like
would just be some maybe the eyeliner would be severely messed up, but I
yeah,
definitely gonna be some sort of alteration.
I'm pumped for it. I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
They don't miss when they do characters like this.
yeah.
Um,
She's
and
so much better like that.
dude. I popped out and I was like, oh, and she did like the hands against the glass. I'm like, oh shit, we're here. Here we go. Oh, we've arrived. Here we go. It's the third character of Blake Monroe. Yes.
Yeah,
But again, this next match, you and me got to see these gents go at it, and we were in an auditorium, man. We were getting hit by sweat when these boys were jumping out the ring. Dark State, Hank and Tank, them defending these tag belts, man. They did not disappoint. It was great to see them in person. Obviously, good to see it on TV, but man, just what they were doing when we were watching. Someone like Tank should not be able to move the way he does. It's not legal, man. It's nuts. Um,
I
but it
would
was
have
good to watch. Go
I
ahead.
would have
What?
loved to throw them into a time travel machine and watch them versus the Dudleys in a tables or a TLC match,
Oh,
like in the
one could
Dudleys'
only
prime.
hope. They really have. They really do have. I know they're kind of that comedic thing, but if they ever dropped that comedic little end of it and kind of got serious for a little bit on the main roster and stopped and all that, like they could be a serious problem. Those are
Yeah,
some beefy boys, and they could throw a lot of other people around. Like
yeah,
they would crush the Buddha. Like they kill them. It'd be over. But
yeah.
um, But yeah, obviously, great match. But at the end of the day, man, there's one cardinal rule, and there's something I'm going to bring up after we talk about this match, and I want your opinion. We talked about this a while back, and I think we're fine. Salute. I think we're finally at the point. I want to talk about something that we talked about a while back, and I think we're at this point now, and it kind of it's made itself apparent. But obviously, Cutler makes the Cardinal sin on NXT on CW. You don't say his name,
Don't
and when
say
you
it.
do, you get the Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, coming through the wall. Joe Hendry just knocking. And my man almost didn't get through the wall.
He almost pulled the Shockmaster.
The Shockmaster, bro. He almost like, yo, bro, make sure you see him. He was like, oh shit, shit, yo. Dude. The internet,
Keep playing games. You gonna get stupid prizes. Just keep playing it.
would not have lost if he had pulled a Shockmaster. We've been talking about this for fucking
It would have been
years.
better. It would have been better because it would have lasted for 100 years.
Oh my
Say
god.
my name and he appears. Boom. Through the yo, come on,
Oh
bro.
yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Joe Hendry makes an appearance. He comes in here, chases Cutler down. And it's funny too, because Cutler was like, hey, listen, he's not here to save your ass. Cutler always be talking about booty, man. And look what happens. You get chased down by Joe Hendry.
Yeah. Running you
but
down from behind. You see that bullshit.
Dark State, though, they had the one up, man. They were able to flip the inside pin up on 1, 2, 3. They retained. Awesome match, man. I'm happy for it. I know you and me can keep going back to Heatwave, man, but seeing these two teams go at it as close as we were in person like that, not sitting up in the cheap seats, not sitting like 5 rows back watching these boys work, was amazing stuff, man. Osiris, Cutler, all of them, Suge, all of them doing work. Obviously, Hank and Tank too. But I got to ask you, and I think we talked about this, and I know what your answer is going to be because I think you already kind of gave it to me.
Yeah.
At this point now, this is what, 5 straight weeks. Joe Hendry's got to be signed by WWE right now.
Oh yeah, of course.
He hasn't been seen since he lost to Santana in the main event, I believe, 5 weeks ago on TNA on Impact on a Thursday night. And now every week now he's been doing the comedic stuff, popping out. This is obviously I think I know what your thoughts are. We talked about it. But this is
first match, but put it like this. I'm gonna give you my answer of when I think he was signed, and eventually, it will come out when he was signed. He was signed already around the WrestleMania time when he got the WrestleMania moment.
Really? Okay.
That's when I believe he was signed.
All right.
I think everything was kind of written for that. Even they kind of announced it before that. They said that he had a contract that allowed him to work with WWE and do other. There's an interview that he said around that time that I don't think people paid attention to it too much when he was talking about he has a contract that allows him to work and do both companies. I think he meant a WWE contract. Just misread what he was saying that WWE signed him and it's gonna allow him to finish out what he had planned in TNA. I think you go back.
That does make a lot of sense. Now it's like, oh.
I think people misread what he meant by he got a contract.
He's already in.
But yeah, that's why he got his WrestleMania moment, bro. He got it instantly. Said, wait, you sign that line, we'll give you your moment right now. Said you don't got to worry about it. You go get RKO'd right now.
Yeah, it's got to be now because he hasn't been on TNA television. I think the last time I saw him was 3 weeks ago. He did some backstage stuff, but yeah, now it's like predominantly on Tuesday nights. But again, it goes back to my prediction, and I know I really hope I get to look at you. We get to cheer a beer together when they're in that middle of that ring, and it's Carlos, it's Paul Levesque, and it's a CW exec, and they're like, "Listen, we're here to announce you guys just busted up the gate for 2025 for Bound for Glory, and because of all the success, here's a TV deal started in 2026." And you get Joe Hendry, and then what better way to get people like, oh, Joe Hendry, oh, he's on Tuesdays now too? Oh, he's on, I know that name. I can go watch him. Like that's again.
What about another possibility? And I'd say this has like at this point, I'll go low, 6% chance of happening.
Ooh,
but it has a chance.
Give it to me.
They announced that the WWE purchased TNA and they're moving them to Peacock.
No, I don't know, man.
We
could go on. We talked about it the other day. I think that hurts the TNA brand only because, again, I'm comfortable talking about this with you right now.
I agree. Because
the AEW haters automatically shun it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, at least if TNA stay, at least they can,
But
AEW kind of attacks.
didn't they kind of already in a way kind of provoke AEW people to do that anyways when they said we're gonna put them on Wednesday? We want to put them head to head and kind of leak
I think
that.
they were playing with. I think honestly, man, and
No, I
we're
know,
getting real.
but with the sensitivity in the IWC.
That's what it is.
So look, with the
But it's
sensitivity,
not even. It's
I
not even
think
that,
that
dude. I
go
think they're
ahead.
playing with Tony Khan, bro. They're playing with Tony, and it
Could,
sucks.
could be, but
I
I
think they're
just think,
poking that man.
yeah, I just think that he has so much money at the end of the day, he really isn't getting as mad as these people are online. Like some of these people online is going like I seen just
Well,
go ahead.
I don't. I don't think mad's the word to use. And I'm gonna be honest with you because I know you and me can have a good conversation about this real quick. Not to get too off
Sensitive,
race.
whatever word
No,
you
not sensitive. I think he's worried. No, hear me out. Hear me out. And I mean
yeah.
this. You know, I mean this respectfully. This comes from a good place because
Oh,
you know
I
how I feel about AEW and moving and running around. I want them to be here.
yeah.
I just feel like the WrestlePalooza thing. He knew how that was going to end up, and then talk about AJ Lee and whatever else, Brock and Cena. But dude, I think he's not sensitive. He's not mad, but he's worried because the first time you take that hard L and get dunked on, it's going to be hard to come back from that. And he knows the IWC is going to respond to that. It's going to hit headline. And now he's got to be like ESPN too.
Yeah,
Shit,
but
man, these guys, it's going to be on headlines everywhere. So
I
I think he's got a plan, but I think right now he's formulating that. He's a little worried because he doesn't want to get showed up on the main stage with ESPN dunking on him. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
I'll give you a more, I would say honestly, I think is a more logical thing that's going on. He's part of the NFL family. Going head to head with ESPN
Yeah, see,
isn't
Phil, thank you so much for reposting the
so.
stream. I appreciate you.
I'm just gonna say the people behind the Jaguars probably advised him going head to head with ESPN and getting into a feud or going back and forth with them. Probably isn't a good idea. That's the first thing.
But then you're
Like,
screwed though
look,
for all your
one,
PLEs though.
but look,
That's
one other thing. It
oh,
just
go
means
ahead.
that they don't want you to go head to head because you gotta think like this. Everybody has business partners, and people look at Tony as AEW. NFL's first. That's where
Yeah,
their family really resides. And this AEW is his side business, along with an analytics company and another side business. But the main food at their family's table is the NFL. Right?
Jacksonville Jaguars, baby.
Yeah, they sit at the table with 31 other people.
Yep.
So the NFL is gonna have priority in what's going on. They're not gonna if for example, if the Jaguars get a call and they say, look, they don't want AEW being on Wednesdays, AEW might move to a different day. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Like the NFL, I think weighs priority in that family, and I think that's because where the bread is. I think also one other thing, and this is another thing that people have to look into the business partners. When people have business partners, typically situations I don't think would be made just by themselves. Like Ring of Honor, Tony has the ability. He moved it for a wedding. He owns that. It's not really, there's nothing that's a free canvas. So him deciding to go Friday, Sunday, Monday, I
Yeah,
think he has
no, absolutely.
full range, right?
Mm-hmm.
But where they just announced that pay-per-views are all going to max $39.99, $10 cheaper per pay-per-view. Now we're talking about that had to been a partnership involved there. The first pay-per-view they're announcing would have been the first pay-per-view going head-to-head with WrestlePalooza. So say for example, even Tony was like, look, I'm a madman. Thought he was Gabe Kidd for a second. It was like, I'm swinging the axes and I'm coming in. You're gonna have to drag me out of the truck, right? If that was his mind state, I'm not in the meetings. I'm just going hypothetical. Max could have said, look, I don't agree with this. They might look at it
you need to slow your roll, bro.
like let's move this. It's our first pay-per-view. Let's try to get the best we could do. So I just look at it like this. I think sometimes decisions that it ain't just him. We're talking about Trips. We're talking about Sean. I'm talking about TKO. I'm talking about
Absolutely.
anybody. You could. It's easy. I think some of these guys are more easier to point fingers at, and Tony is a good dot boy for a lot of people, you
Mhm.
know. So I think it's easy to say he moved it, he did this, and say one of his partners asked him to move it, or his father, or whatever the case may be, wasn't best for business, right? I don't think he would have the ability to come out like, I didn't do it. They made me, they made me do it, or it
Wait
was
till
a
the book drops.
it was
Damn.
a team agreement to do it. Like, I wanted to go and box, like, so I just think sometimes it's kind of rough without actually knowing what happened. I would have liked to see them go head to head and just kind of
Same,
see
dude. I was
see
here
what
for it.
it would have did. But at the same time, I'm also here for not have to watch two TVs like this, because I feel like I give myself ADHD.
You see
So
when I post that shit on Saturdays and Sundays, I got the laptop on my lap, like nice cold beverage, and I got the big screen on, and I gotta watch both, take notes for both, and I'm like, I can't do a post show for both shows. Like, this is
yeah,
wild. Like, I can't. But I
bro,
think,
it
yeah,
drives you crazy when you have to look back at TVs. Like, I get it, you can consume it at once, but really at the end of it, have like a mixture of
yeah.
stuff. It's like I didn't consume anything.
And I use this. Let me take this 3 seconds and be like, this is what happens when you watch all wrestling and you like
Yeah,
all wrestling. You can't watch. You gotta watch it all, man.
yeah,
I will say this. The last thing I'll say about it, because I agree with you.
yeah,
I'm not. I guess when I say Tony, I shouldn't, because that is
yeah.
wrong. It's not. It's a conglomerate. We don't know who. It's privately owned, so we don't know. Maybe Meltzer's in there. I joke. I
Hey,
joke. I'm
it
kidding.
could
I'm
be
kidding. I'm kidding.
Meltzer might
I'm
have some
kidding. I'm
numbers
kidding.
he might have broke down some numbers that told
I
them
don't
it's
want to upset anybody. I'm joking. Listen, don't do that. No, but I think what happened was, I think ESP. It's one of those things. It's um Bill Burr does a thing. He's arguing with his wife. And it's
yeah,
like, I said this, and then she went for Big Air. And what happened was, they weren't blinking, and WWE's like, okay, WrestlePalooza, we're going head to head. They made the call. They made the call to Connecticut. Yo, let's keep this up. Let's push it to September. And now all of a sudden, AEW's like, we're gonna move it. Oh look, all our stuff's out over here now. We're on Max. So I think the ESPN move was a power move, which WWE does. And I think Tony was like, look, again, Tony and others. When I say Tony, I mean the whole conglomerate. I mean everybody. They're like, okay, let's put our stuff on Max to kind of counter that. Let's move the time so we can get the best kind of time slot. So, but again, at the end of the day, I don't want to talk ratings. I don't do that, but I do know, if it was a, because you could listen, this as much as I do. You saw how that car was shaping out
yeah.
with Christian, with Cope, with every. They were definitely looking to go head to head. They started announcing matches like that. Go
No,
ahead, let's go.
and that's why I don't think that he was
It
the
was
one.
definitely someone else that was like, Tony, you got to
I
move
just
out
say
there.
like this, right? One thing, and I could be reaching there. You tell me if I'm reaching, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this means, let me make sure I make this clear before I say it. I'm not saying that any WWE money through ESPN will have anything to do with AEW. But for an NFL standpoint, if they own 10% of ESPN, which means that they're getting 10% of anything that's going on there.
Right.
It may have just been a straight up conflict of interest for the NFL. And if the
Makes
NFL
sense.
and if the NFL sends a letter, we have nothing to talk about here. You see what I'm saying? Like, even the WWE is moving hours because they don't want, like, the NFL is top dog basically next to anything out here. So
NFL's always a top dog, bro.
yeah, you know what? Like, their worst game is your best day. Like, no matter
Yep.
what your best day ever is, right?
They're still
So
winning.
yeah, so all I'm saying is, if the NFL starts sending letters, I just don't want to disregard that they may not have wanted your son, the owner of an NFL team's son, going head to head with a network that they're getting 10% on, and knowing that this could be like two pit bulls bumping heads.
Yep.
Like, get out the
No,
door.
that makes
Like,
perfect
just
sense.
you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I
no, I hear it 100%.
it just could be a bigger situation. And I hope we get more information on it.
Yeah. And again, like I said, I don't ever want to, when you tune in here, you watch any of the shows with me, with Mike, anyone else, any other people under the media group. We don't sit here and talk about ratings. We don't criticize the other shows because of what you're watching. If you like what you watch, then go watch it. This is a non-spin zone here. We don't do that shit here for clicks, for all that kind of shit. We don't do that here. We'll give you the facts. We'll talk about it respectfully. have a good conversation, we move on. That's what we do here. With me,
Fact.
Mike, whoever else you watch on Monday through Sunday. We're on all 7, 8 shows that we do a week. So
Sometimes more than that.
it's
Sometimes
probably more than that. It probably is. But if you're watching other people and they're talking things about ratings and this and that and criticize it, dude, come over here and watch us. Because we're not here to talk about all that. We're here to talk about wrestling and have good, humble, respectful conversations, and we all smile and move on and talk about what we like. So,
Yeah.
with that being said,
Yeah, we give it to you from a fan's perspective. We don't forget who we are.
that's it, baby. I'm just a dude. My podcast is sit here, I watch football, I watch wrestling, man. That's all I go to my regular 9 to 5 job. I'm not anyone. I'm not JD. I'm not Van Fleet. You know what I mean? I'm not Sam Roberts. I'm in my office talking on my microphone, man. It's all this. I'm not a big guy. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what
We
it
ain't
is.
pulling out.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I got for YouTube. It does viewers doesn't have what people watch me for. I do this for the love of the game. I can have 4 people watching me right now. Thank you to those 4 people. I'm not going to sit here and throw out and swing it around because I got people watching me on YouTube, man. That's not how I do my thing. But I enjoy talking to you. We enjoy talking to each other and other people. So that's what we do.
We just have fun talking wrestling, and you can watch it if you want. That's what it comes down to.
That's it, baby. That's it. And from what I'm seeing, people watch it. For the record, on
And
both on my channel and on your channel.
And we appreciate every one of y'all.
All of y'all, everybody. Real quick, they hit Lexus King real quick in the back, talking a little junk about Miles Bourne. Miles Bourne turns the light off again, man.
I love this shit right here.
Oh man, hitting the chair on the ground, giving Lexus his beating. That I don't know when that's gonna come to an end. I mean, you did a blindfold, man. Like, what are we?
We need it in the dock match now.
Oh boy, here we go. Lights out match. Let's go.
The lights out match would be more fire than the blindfold match. I promise you. Just make a bunch of noises, flicker once in a while. Someone's getting pile drived or something. You be right.
I like that. You know what's funny too? The blindfold match has been getting a lot of like people like coming at him and like I'm like, dude, why are you getting mad about it? Go, they're doing gummy bear spots in AEW, and I mean that respectfully, because people. I don't want to get into the whole again.
To be fair with that situation, I think they're both acceptable because you can have funny spots. The Young Buck spot had a storyline.
That's what I'm saying. It made sense.
I think it went sideways because Booker T just threw a jab over something he clearly
needs to stop. Man. He needs to calm down.
But the thing is, I think if Booker knew the origin of the story, he would get it. But he's seen gummy bears, and I feel he threw his point out there. And then that's what made people attack the blindfold match. But people, lighten up.
It's a joke. Okay. It's a gimmick match.
They're both okay.
The Bucks are broke. They can't get taxed. They got gummy bears. That's the joke.
Like, the name is the Young Bums. The Young Bums. And the staff didn't respect them enough to give them razor blades and stuff. They gave them a bag of gummy bears.
Did you see the meet and greet they did at the 2300? They
yeah.
I retweeted it and tagged them. I was like,
$99.
$10, bro. $10. Yo, I retweeted. I'm like, yo, help these boys out. They need the money. Oh shit, that was wild. They're like, it's $100 value. $9.99. Bro, they're clowning these men. This is wild.
It's fun. It's fun.
I love it, and they're having fun. Nick loves this shit. They're having fun, man. This is awesome.
And I didn't mind Lexus King swinging in the air at turnbuckles neither. Just like I didn't mind him getting his ass whipped in the dock today.
Let me ask you a question though. Did you? Yeah. How would you rank Tony Khan's run from the ring to the back on a scale of 1 to 10?
From the what?
When he gave that run from the ring all the way to the back.
My God, I don't know. He's what am I?
He had that angry face though. Someone screenshot. I was like, yo, he pissed. But that's what I'm saying. I need Tony. I like Tony on screen. I hope this was the start of him like kind of coming out, getting comfy.
You know what Tony reminds me of, bro? And I'll say this one thing, and then we could obviously flood the rest of NXT. But
right.
Did you watch? He might be in MLW right now. But instead of me getting that wrong, I just tell you where I know he was at. Do you remember? Did you watch any episodes of Lucha Underground?
I've watched some, yes, not all, but I've watched some.
You know, Tony, the boss.
Yes.
All right, so like the main, I think it's something Cueto, right? Mm-hmm. That the guy, he looks like an evil Tony Khan, right? Like they just like they look like each other. I've tagged them both in this before and got a laugh from Cueto when I tagged
Oh,
him.
Cueto left in it? That's awesome.
Yeah,
I like that.
right.
That's awesome.
Like I felt like a long time ago they should both be. He should have brought him in and been on it, characters together, like the good brother and the evil brother, and they should have just had like a dynamic. But I think Tony could be a good character, but I think that he has that mind state where he preferred not to be. So I don't know how much. I think we'll get glimpses, but I don't think he'll ever go full fledged like on air at all.
I want it, man, because he can do it. I know he can. I know he can.
He's a fan.
Um,
He wants to.
I know. I'm
So
feeling it. I'm telling you. Give it time. Give it
just
time.
don't give yourself the title, and I'm okay with it.
Oh, gee. Oh, no. Full VKM. Oh, no. Oh, jeez.
Or
Oh,
Russo's done it. A bunch of
oh
people have
no.
done
Bischoff.
it.
Stop it.
Don't do that, and then we okay.
This is a good match. Tavion Heights and Ethan Page, man. I haven't seen a flag match since Cena Rusev, I think, in 2011, 2012. We're kind of throwing it back a little bit. And I like that. That's why it's cool having someone like Shawn Michaels. Like, he goes back into the head. He's like, ooh, what can we do here? What can we do something that's, again, gimmicky, funny, kind of a little light, but you still have wrestling involved, which was a little step up from a blindfold match. But we got a flag match. Obviously, you got to be the first one to grab your respective flag off and wave it, and you win. Good match, man. Yo, shout out to Ethan, man. I don't know. Obviously, he was able to go the rest of the match, another like 10 minutes. My man took a nasty fall that first 3 minutes of the match. I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
He got folded up. I thought they were going to call it. The ref got up in his ear real quick. Then he kept going and I hope tomorrow he's okay with that adrenaline running. He's probably got a nice back on that bad boy. Ooh, man. But it was a hell of a match. Ethan kept going. Good stuff. Ethan almost had it. Can be quicker than that. Tavion hits him with that high suplex, gets the flag, man. USA. Everybody gets it, man. And Tavion gets out. And it just heading to homecoming. We're not done. Prince Pretty himself. Yo, Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze makes his return to NXT, my man. Yo, I popped. I love that dude. I love the gimmick. Half man, all model. Let's go. I love it. I love me some Tyler, man.
That was the good Tyler. They
Oh.
when he got called up, I know he had a long run, kind
It
of.
was then he got Brazingo and all that stuff.
Yeah, I just wasn't into that. But yeah, Tyler Breeze in NXT he's one of their goats.
He is. He really is. He was an original black and gold guy, man. He really was. And he looks good, bro. He aged well. I mean, he's obviously older, but he looks good. He still pulls off that gimmick.
All that time off the ring did him good.
Yeah, that's it, baby. And obviously he's in 2K all the time. He's a GM in the GM mode. But yeah, he does a little lean back on Ethan. Gets gave me some Austin Theory vibes with the cell phone, and talking his trash to Ethan Page. So those two will probably get at it next week on Homecoming. Maybe Tyler's making a little bit of a run here. I'm here for it if he wants to. I'm not going to say no. I'll take me some Tyler Breeze.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on the flag match, and obviously Prince Pretty making his return.
Let's stack this roster up. They need some. I think it's time to treat them more like a third brand, even though you could still do call-ups. It's time to have Breeze, and I'm not saying leave. We won't go ahead of ourselves, but I'm not saying leave people on there. But like Breeze, he could stay there. He could be a roster member for a while until you find something good for him to do. So let's beef up this roster. His return was surprising. I didn't see anything about it all week. That's how I prefer it. I hate seeing that shit a week or two in advance that someone's coming. I miss not knowing, unfortunately, but you're always going to come across it. As far as the match, shout out to Bully. He said it. Whoever invented a flag and a pole match was a genius because it's absolutely hilarious. Everyone I've seen throughout the years has always entertained me. And the Canadian-American dynamic always, or American versus someone from another country dynamic always makes it better. So I'm here for that. And this ain't the last we've seen of them two. I feel like this is Ethan. I'm not saying he picked him. I'm not saying he didn't, but I'm feeling like he's leveling him up right now.
I see that. Absolutely. I mean, we saw what they did at Heatwave, man.
Yeah.
They jacked each other up. It was a great match. Obviously, Chelsea got the win there, but a hell of a match. And Tavion is an amazing talent.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see where they move on. I think he might be the guy to take that off of him before Ethan kind of
Yeah,
gets that call up.
because of that dynamic. Because of that
Hmm.
dynamic. The it's the Rocky versus Drago. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's the
he
that
dies. He dies.
yeah. So it's that dynamic where it's always gonna be those. I forgot who said it before, but those have always been the best heels throughout the years. So what Ethan's doing is obviously the 2025 version, but that heel from out of the country is always the best heel. And to work with him, I think Heights. It's crazy to see how fast he leveled up when he got out the group.
He really did. It was crazy. Everyone just
Everybody
took
else,
right to him.
everybody is kind of stuck. Bourne is moving a little bit, but Heights is instantly going working with the main eventers.
Hmm. No, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, man. I
Yeah,
love that group. They knew what they were doing with that group. They started breaking them off. They had some stuff planned for him, like Loki evolution stuff. Okay, we're ready. Now we can break you off. Have you get out of the group. Kind of an easier way. Gain kind of initiation kind of stuff. You want out, you got to beat me. All right, say less. Let's go.
it was that
Um,
old school mentality. I liked it.
It was, and that's the stuff, man. Like you and me talk about it every single week, man. When you have Shawn Michaels at the helm, this man is getting into that brain of his and going back 30 years of what he saw with Razor back in the original ladder match, Attitude Era, everything, all the way to now, man. And Shawn is just you can't you can't teach that. You can't hire a writer from Hollywood. You can't hire someone that does TV shows. You can't hire someone from the internet. You couldn't hire me or you because if you're Shawn Michaels, you lived it, you wrestled it, you know it, and you know what did or didn't work. And I'm sure that there's plenty more that didn't get that made it onto the floor in
Yeah,
a lot of rooms talking about scripts than got onto TV that he knows about that he can probably read. And obviously, a lot of it's rehashing,
yeah.
but it's cool to it's a new audience and a new generation, which I love. I'm here for it. It's awesome stuff.
I also I don't know if you see this too, and I'm not gonna sit here and bring up a million scenarios and have people nitpick and stuff, but from being a fan of watching them, from early 90s all the way up until whenever the case may be, right?
Yep.
I'm seeing them redo stories with little different nuances and just
Oh
adjustments,
yeah.
and it's
Yep.
cool to see. You know what I'm saying? So they're kind of that old era or that old a lot of those old storylines are being rehashed just with little adjustments and new characters, and I do
They make
enjoy
it
seeing that. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, for people like you and me and a lot of other people that are like, again, not being funny, but the nostalgia thing works, and it
yeah,
works in WWE. Look at AEW. They got Cope, they got Christian, a lot of stuff going on over there. Like the nostalgia works. It worked with
of course it
Sting.
does.
It works with it,
Part of
and that's why
wrestling.
it's funny. It's funny when people attack it on either side. I'm like, dude, everybody does it. Nostalgia sells, bro. Look at Bound for Glory. Look at Bound for Glory. Dudley's Hardy's. They've sold that place out because of that one match. They've announced, I think, maybe one other match. It's Trick. We don't know who. That place has sold out because of one match. Tell me nostalgia doesn't sell.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I'll
Like this.
just keep it simple. There's
Woo.
I don't understand how that's why I had to clarify when I brought it up earlier. Like not in a bad way.
Yeah, yeah.
I meant, in a good way, because the thing is this, right? When just say I give you a scenario because you got kids. When you was just say 10, 11, 12 years old, and it just I'll throw a movie out there. Say it was like Never Ending Story or something,
Okay.
right?
Good pick. Good pick.
Yeah, so now your kid's 9, 10 years old. It's like, let's throw on that Never Ending Story. 5 minutes into that, you're in a whole nother world for an
Yep.
hour and 40 minutes. Don't try to take that from me.
That's
That's a
mine.
that's a natural drug. That's mines. Don't just get up
Yeah.
out of here. Do what you got to do. That's mines, right? So
Yeah.
for people to think like nostalgia, that's a good thing. Let's
Good.
oh,
Good.
I let you. Are you? It's if you telling me they missed, then that's not nostalgia. If it's nostalgia, it can't be wrong. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes someone tries to give you nostalgia and it don't hit. You know, like
That does happen. That does
you see
happen.
what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah.
not nostalgia. People got it. If you don't feel it was nostalgia, great. If I got nostalgia from it, You can't take that from me. I felt it.
Yeah, it's there. So don't take. Same thing with Cope and Christian. When that hug happened,
Yeah.
everyone bought in. They were like, "Let's go! It's ENC out here. We're here for it. FTO, whatever."
I
Like that.
wanted to see them sign off to allow them to be in that TNA match. That's what I wanted.
I
Tell you the
wish,
truth.
dude. It goes back to the whole pissant thing. I wish, man, dude.
Well, to be fair, I think it comes down to when they signed off for Billy Gunn to do it, and I don't think it worked out in their favor.
No, not at all. Nope. And Tony's not gonna let that happen twice.
Yeah,
Especially a match like that with the three of them. That's a
it-
lot of money that Tony's giving out. You know what I mean? Like that's
I
yeah.
think it also might have maybe been a little bit jokes what they was doing with Billy, but maybe not because he's never went back. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, there was not. Yeah, you saw Billy's face. He was like, I guess now he's come out, and I don't know if it's because he works there now still or whatever. He said he kind of want to knock Triple H in the face and the mouth when he said that on national TV. So I don't know, but
It was a little bit unexpected, but I don't know if it came from a place of like, let me
it's
try to
probably
stab you in mid on
yeah.
live TV.
Knowing Paul, it was probably half and half.
Yeah.
It was like a backhanded, haha. Yeah, screw AW though. Like it's like haha, nope. So yeah,
You're supposed to
we'll
do
never
that
know.
to your
We'll
friends.
know when the book. We'll know when the book comes out. So we'll be
Listen, if I go to a basketball game or we're on the court and my friends on the other side, ain't that how you're supposed to talk to your friends?
absolutely
All right,
110%.
all right.
Just talking trash all day, every day. Let's
Just
go.
just making sure. So that's why I said I don't know if it was actually from a place to where like you had to punch him in the face. But hey, if you felt that way, he knows him better than I do. So maybe you thought maybe it wasn't what I think
They
it
were
is.
probably backstage, and Billy, you know what? I guarantee you, Billy was like, "Don't make that. Don't talk about that AEW shit." Oh yeah. Yo, I got you. He gets out there, just drops the piss at company. Ah, this mother.
Tell you one thing, Billy ain't aged like Triple H, boy. Billy looked like he's
Billy,
still
yo, I don't know if I told you, I talked about it, but that boy, I met him last year. I did that. That man is solid. I'm not even like a house, like
bro.
just mass there, man. When I put my hand around, like, oh my god, this boy's huge. Oh my god.
What is he, 62 at this point?
No, almost 60. I think he's like
Just
50, 56.
let's see. Hold on.
You Google it. You Google. I'll start talking about
Yeah,
the next match.
I just talk about the next match. Pull it
No,
up.
yeah. Do you think so? Obviously, that was cool. We got Prince Pretty coming back. Zaruka, Fatal Influence, The Culling, triple elimination tag match for the number one contendership for the NXT Women's Championship. Tag Team Championship. There we go. Got it all. This was a good match. They went a long time without an elimination.
Yeah.
See, I thought maybe they weren't clear when they did it. I thought like if I tag like Zarya leaves, but so Ruka's still left. I didn't know it was a team elimination. But
Yeah.
that explains why it took so long for an elimination. Obviously, if you watched, unfortunately, in this, I'm telling you, we've been talking about it for months. Every time there's a match for the Women's North American Championship, it's always this might be, maybe this is it could be this Soul Snatcher on Zarya is going to be the start of what we've all talked about for months. We're getting to No Mercy. Stand Delivers right down the road. What better way to start setting this up for Stand Deliver for these two to face off, possibly for the Women's North American Championship? I'm not mad about Soul holding it that long, but Zarya made it very clear tonight when she was talking, I need gold. I need a championship. And Stand Deliver, if she's the Conquer Soul, I feel like she wins it. They get up, they hug, they shake, whatever. It's a respect thing. And Zarya walks out of there kind of going into 2026 as the Women's North American Champion. With that being said, obviously those two get eliminated. You have Fatal Influence, you have the Culling, and at the end of the day, man, it's game over. She gets the pin, man, and woo, the Culling are the number one contenders for the Women's Tag Team Championships, man. I'm excited for this match. The Culling needs some more gold over there that side. Spears had it for like 3 months, and I'm like, now what are you doing? What now? Like, and Pax deserves it. She's been out there. We talk about it week after week. She lost all her friends. Literally, everyone she was paired with either got called up or they got released, which sucks.
Yeah.
So she definitely deserves something like that. And then obviously, JC goes nuclear on the girls. on Fallon, and just makes it just goes wild. We see some cars pull up, don't know what's going on, and this is if you're man, you definitely calls your friends. I want to see the ratings from 952 to 10 because you
Yeah.
definitely people were texting they saw things on X. If you weren't watching, that rating had to have popped through the roof.
Yeah.
Old school wise, you're like, yo, are you watching Raw? You got to turn on Raw.
The good old word of mouth.
That's it, baby. Obviously, Stephanie Vickera. JCJ is saying, obviously, best of all time, best and greatest NXT Women's Champion of all time, being a double champion, having the TNA Knockouts Championship. Stephanie Vickera comes out and says, look, I get it. You beat me, cool, but I was also North American Women's Champion and NXT Champion at the same time. So that's cool. There's one of you, three of us. Stephanie Vickera. And let me give credit where credit's due. Stephanie's English has gotten so much better in the past 3 months.
Yes.
It's gotten so she is she's ready for like a big run. Because they're like, listen, we don't you know all of English, but if you can get a decent promo, don't give me like that. No offense. Don't give me the Oscar stuff. Don't give me like let's get you to that point. Stephanie's like, what time is it? I popped. I'm ready for Tiffany time, baby. Tiffany Stratton's there. Again, the longest running women's champion on SmackDown. She comes out. She's like, I beat Fallon. What are you talking about, man? And if you're talking about being the greatest champion, that's me. And they're like, oh, look at the seniors that graduated. They still want to be cool. And then they dropped it. Mommy doesn't want to be called older senior. Rio Bloody Ripley makes a return to NXT, man. One of the best and greatest NXT champions when it was cool to be an NXT champion in the women's division, man. Back when they had the small little belt, it was that small little oval one. These three obviously make their return for homecoming next week. We have a 3-on-3 women's tag, a 6-women tag match next week, man. The nostalgia was dripping out of my television screen with these three women there. Stephanie, obviously older, and Rhea is just such an OG. She built that. She was one of the people that built that house. So I talked enough. Obviously, I set it all up. Give me your thoughts. The match, the women coming out, all your thoughts, man. How excited are you for this match at homecoming?
First of all, I'm excited as hell for the match, so we can put that there first. As far as the match was amazing. I was rooting for, honestly. I'm you know how I felt about Zarya before she even got to NXT. Yep. So I'm waiting for them to separate them and send her. I like what she's done because she's built character. She's, fans got familiar with her and she showed them she could do different things. But let's get back to the beast that she was before she got there. Let's get back to, I know she's not Delta no more, but let's get back to what she was doing when she was Delta. More savagery, less friendships. Like, that's where they'll get the best from her, I believe. So I'm here for that. And I was cheering for them for that reason, but I kind of seen the loss coming because I seen what you said. They was building up where if they lose this time, we're going to finally start getting towards the split. And I think it's that time. As far as Fatal Influence, I didn't expect them to win, and I'm happy for the Cullen. We're big Izzy and Pax fans, so that works out. I do want to give a shout out to Soul for that moonsault twist, aerial, whatever the hell it was.
Taking up and she landed it too.
Yeah. Yeah. So that right there, look, I hate when people say that flippy wrestlers. You seen that and you wasn't impressed? Look,
dude, they all do that's why I love the gymnastics thing. You get out of here, man.
Yeah. As long as you're not just doing gymnastics and you can't throw punches and all the other stuff, that's as long as you can do it all. I love the gymnastics. So what she did there and how clean she hit that might have been the most safest, dangerous move I've ever seen in my life. Like, she hit it like perfection. Like, even if they wasn't there, I feel like she could have just
the landing killed it for me. She literally just stood up. I almost wanted to take a bow. I'm like, yo, that's a 10, bro.
I think she surprised herself when the way she landed. Yeah. But that shit was amazing. But the match, top tier. It would have been my match of the night had I already not had a match of the night, and this didn't defeat that. But it was a great match. As far as JC snapping at the end, I like, they're prolonging this a little bit. Eventually, I don't know if it's gonna be
Coming.
Nick's Henley or maybe both of them turn on her, but
Mhm.
it's coming. When the limo arrived for the last scene, or during the last scene, anyways, what I was gonna say is, or excuse me, during the scene, I thought it was Mandy. That's instantly, I'm thinking Mandy Rose is coming out. It makes all the sense in the world. I wasn't expecting them to give us not one, not two, but three, returning NXT women's champions. I don't know if this is going to tie into why Vaca missed her contract signing that everybody was going, batshit about, but I'm always here to see Stephanie Vaca. I believe she's probably arguably pound for pound the best women's wrestler in the world. She's in my top
Absolutely.
3
No,
favorites, but I think she might be the best women's wrestler in the world.
yeah, no
So
lies told. No lies detected on that.
yeah, so I'm here for all this. There's a whole bunch of shit and a whole bunch of part of my language, a whole bunch of ways and a lot of things they can do here, but I'm here for all of it. Send me in whatever direction you sending me in here.
Yeah, when I saw the limos pulled up, I told you I thought it was gonna be like Paige, and I was like, well, I don't think Paige would be like they'd put on that would be like a Raw or a SmackDown. But that's one of the first names I was like, oh, I didn't even think Mandy. Um, yeah, it was again the one, the two. I was like, okay, the 2-on-2 was a tag match, and JC kind of, and then they're like, "Mommy's not gonna let me." Yo, stop it! You gotta be kidding! A spoilment of riches on Tuesday nights. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But again, it's one of those things. They are learning in every week, every day, every week. The leaks get plugged up, and there's going to be a lot less. Obviously, on Raw, it happens. I think there's certain for even a couple of colleagues that I have at Body Slam. They know some in people. But things like this, NXT is probably the one landscape where they can get people in, have these debuts, these comebacks, and they can keep it under the radar because it's just CW and it's done in Florida. So it's like, oh, so and so can walk in a wig and a hat. There's someone going to the performance center. They don't even know, or they bring
Yeah.
them in the night before. They sleep at the performance center because there's beds and cots there. So they
Yeah.
go in at 2 a.m. Nobody's watching at 2 a.m. and they're just
Yeah.
hanging out in there all day before they debut on the TV. So NXT is, I think, the last frontier, and I'm sure there's no leaks, no leaks allowed in that place. But I'm sure that's the last frontier of where we're going to get these shock and these awes, and these cool surprises. Tuesdays on CW is probably where we're going to be seeing a lot of them until it's cool till it's not. So hopefully it's cool for a long period of time.
Yeah. As long just give us the matches with it, and I don't mind seeing old faces or the same old faces back in old places. But
I love it.
I have one question for you when it comes to those three women in particular, and obviously we know Rhea's done. I mean, she's arguably star power wise, she might be the top woman in wrestling right now as far
Yeah.
as star power, right?
Yep.
I feel like she's on the level same. She's like with the dudes. She's like not
She could
even.
screw up some of them dudes, but she'd be breaking Americano.
Some of these women have crossed over and they're just one of the most popular wrestlers, period. It's not even about women's wrestling no more. It's like they just top 5, top 10 overall, men or women. And I feel like Rhea is one of those stars, right? So we kind of already know she has her spot. Tiffany, she's been pushed. Some people like her push, some people didn't. And we obviously those steps probably not age wise, but as far as main roster, the newest one that's been brought up. Do you think they brought? Because remember, there's a lot of women I feel like they could have brought down for this spot. Do you think that picking these three women shows you that that's the three they're going to be pushing for, say, the next 5 years, unless something different happens?
I can agree with that. Absolutely. Vakira, I think, will surpass Tiffany. Rhea is always going to be Rhea Ripley. She just has that, and not to go with what the IWC talks about. She does have that China vibe, and
Yeah.
she's always going to have that allure because she could probably beat the hell out of a lot of dudes in the men's roster anyway.
It's like
So
they're
that's
Charlotte right now.
yeah. So that's a power entity that you can believe in. And again, you see the shirt. It's always Tiffy time at Chair Shot Sports.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, when Jade kind of gets a little more under her belt, Stephanie gets that push. And I know Julia right now is getting clowned a little bit, man. I know she's the women's U.S. champion. She's gonna come out of this,
Yeah.
and she's gonna get her push. And again, it's Tiffany's gonna be there, but these women, these international, especially Julia, especially Stephanie, are
Yeah.
just gonna rot the cream to the top. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
gonna go right up, dude. And Stephanie is disgustingly talented when she falls out of bed. And she's on again. It's on the worst on her. What is it? The worst day
Yeah.
is the best day for her. Like it's just it's
Yeah.
nasty, dude. She's
Yeah.
disgusting.
It's not fair
Um,
how good she is.
it's this
I know.
it's gross. And I love how people talk about she's got the one move, bro. You don't watch then. You definitely don't watch if you
This is
think
why
she
I
got
get mad when people think she needed to do that to get over. It's like, yo, she's the best women's wrestler in the world. It doesn't matter what she did, it was gonna get over. All she had to do was get up and show up.
But it's like what because it's it's first of all, it's not a provocative move. You people made it provocative. And if you really want to be wild about it, she would do it with their face facing up. Okay, first of all. All right, she's driving their face into the ground, into her feet
To
into
be
the mat.
fair, you know who this move is invented by?
Who?
I'm not gonna botch his name because this is a legend from
I
probably
might have seen it on someone
20,
might have shared
30
it.
years before my time, right?
Yeah.
But it was invented by a guy. So
I
they
think I've
brought
seen this on somebody shared it on X. I think I know what you're talking about.
commentate.
I know it's not an original move, but I
Yeah,
think someone might have shared him doing it.
yeah.
But again, it's like Booker T doesn't help.
Yeah, he does. That's why
Ah.
one thing is this. Could I clarify one thing, and then
Do
I
it
want
up.
you back to
Go
Booker,
crazy. Go crazy.
because people get certain things twisted. First of all, if you can't tell me you watched the original Harlem Heat back in WCW with blue mats on the blue mat canvas, and was really, it's like, look it, you can't tell me about Booker T, right? Like I've been a Booker T fan since Booker T was,
Yeah.
listen, we're talking about purple leather suits, red leather suits, flames. Like, bro, you wasn't there. That's all I'm gonna say. So I was a Booker T fan way
That's fair.
before he had that
That's fair.
accident with Hulk Hogan and said things he shouldn't have said on that video, right?
Hogan! Oh no,
Yeah.
no.
Whoa. So look it, I was there. I seen that live, right?
Same, yo.
So when I tell you I don't like when he does that, it's not saying I hate Booker T. When I say it comes off cringe, I'm gonna tell you why. Because then when, not gonna say regular, not everybody does this, but you have these batch of people that don't know boundaries and lines, right? Now they start doing it, right? This isn't helping these ladies. They're already 10 on 10 skills.
Yeah, dude.
They could come out in jogging pants. People are already looking at them.
The
So that,
Gooners.
yeah, you're basically calling the goonies to goon. It just doesn't. It's not.
Gooners are gonna goon. That should be a
Like,
t-shirt. Be honest.
they would do it if they had sweatpants. Let alone Booker T is out there cheering you on.
Oh, man. And
So
I
that's
do
the only thing I have with it.
no, and that's the same thing. That's a great point because even WWE now, their camera angles are different. They
Yeah.
make sure like they don't do the because we all know what everyone's looking for, that they're gonna screenshot, which is wrong. Yo, guys, listen, Bumble, Plenty of Fish, Hinge. Come on, man. Go touch some grass, man. Download an app. Like I
Listen,
still see it
go to
pop
the
up on
grocery
X,
store.
bro.
There's plenty of single women in there.
Just
Go to the
go
grocery
go to a Home Depot, go to a Shaw's on a Saturday afternoon, bro. Like go to a park. I don't care, man. But like I still see the screenshots of people like
Yeah.
Zoom. What are you doing, man? These are grown
Yeah.
individuals, bro. Like keep that shit in your own spank bank. Don't put that out on X for people. This derogatory. And again, no disrespect. I've met a lot of the divas from this time. They were part of my puberty, man. They were. Okay. Not in that kind of way. That's not what I meant. I'm just saying when I grew up in that time. But like Tori, Lita, Trish, dude, we saw the pictures they would do. We saw the photo shoots, the Playboys. All right, Candice Michelle, all of them.
Sable.
That's Sable. Oh man, Sable.
Yeah, you said Playboy.
What was it? Cat. It was Jerry Lawler's wife who ripped off her top on the pay-per-view. Miss Kitty. What the hell her name
Yeah,
was?
Miss Kitty, yeah.
Miss Kitty, yeah. You know what? But that was a different.
Jacqueline got those things pulled out. And
Let me tell you something. I met. No, I mean this no disrespect. I mean this with the most respect and honor that I met Jacqueline, and I got to meet oh my god, Terry Reynolds.
Yeah,
My God, wow. No, dude, there. Woo, boy.
yeah.
But dude, that was a different time, guys. Like, come on, it is.
Like my thing is this. Look it. I
I
will
got.
put look.
Go
I
ahead,
will
go
put
ahead.
hot eyes. I will say beautiful picture. I will give props to beautiful women all the time. I love beautiful women. I will give you
Same,
your props.
same.
But I'm not getting to the point where I'm trying to jump through the picture or yell out through the microphone, drooling on that ass. It's like we ain't doing that. You know, it's like now.
Maybe for me, it's different. I got daughters, bro. Like, it's for me. I'm like, I gotta keep it in check too. Like, just it's a different. It's just how I
Yeah,
grow up. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That was me like 20 years ago, like getting wild.
yeah,
But
yeah.
but yeah, dude, it's just. But again, to circle all that back. But again, it's just Stephanie McCare doesn't need um the devil's kiss to get this over with, to get over as a wrestler, man. She can take that move out. She's still gonna kick the shit out of you 15 times from Wednesday. So, but
She
to
could get
kind of go,
rid of that and hit me with the Lance Storm. You know that when he does like the flip and puts you in the one-legged crab,
yep.
it would get over the same
No one
way.
talks about the SVB.
Yeah,
That's nasty, bro. The SVP's sick. You bust your neck on her knee. Like, that's
yeah,
a sick move too. You hit that in real life. That's
yeah.
almost like Jordan Grace's um Jordan Grace's finisher.
It's kid. What is it called?
I know. That's what I'm like, dude. It's not called the Juggernaut. That's her.
You know, yeah, she's the juggernaut.
Yeah, I can't think of the name. But that move too, where you drop the leg on top of the neck and the front of your right in your windpipe. But that's what I'm saying, dude. If you're gooning, dude, keep it to yourself, man. Come on.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Leave
Like,
these women alone, man. Come on, man.
don't get me wrong. Like their pictures,
Yeah,
you
give them love.
could give them compliments, but there's complimenting women, and then there's creeping. You see what I'm saying? So
Don't be a creeper. Nobody
yeah,
likes a creeper.
it's called.
That's what we like to call the kids nowadays. Call the ick. They don't like the ick.
I feel like this ain't the name of it no more, but it says where I googled it. It says the Grace Driver, but I don't think that's is
No,
that.
it's something driver. Man, I feel like an asshole not knowing this name. We suck as
And
NXT fans. Damn, bro.
listen, long story short, I'll pull this up right here because I gotta say this. Billy Gunn is 61 years old. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. No way.
Yeah,
No way.
yeah,
Oh my God. I need to be built. I need half of that build at 61. Oh my God.
bro.
Dude, you imagine if you're Colton, like you look at your father, you just like, that sucks. Like, you don't even want to have a beer. You don't want to eat pizza. You're like,
You can't,
damn, bro.
let 61. That's I don't even know. He might not be human. We're gonna have to look
I
into
don't
this.
think he's human. I told you, I'm not even exaggerating, like being weird. Like,
I might have to get him on an interview just to ask him what his regimen is. I'm trying
I'll
to.
reach
I'm
out.
trying to
Listen,
start
I'll
shedding.
play around. I will put that out there, man.
Let's
So
put that together. Let's put that
I'm
together.
gonna put it. I'm gonna figure it out. But he put his arm. He's like, "Yo, go in here, man." I did the DX. He signed my it might have been the hardcore belt, or I had him sign the Intercontinental. I forgot which one it was. But he's like, "Yeah, get in there," and literally it was like, boom. I was like, "Oh my
Yeah.
God!" Like, what the
Almost broke you out. Almost broke
dude?
you
He was it was like hitting a wall. Oh man, God bless you, Billy Gunn. God, man, gee, right.
That's crazy.
But yeah, man. But all right, tangents aside, man. The show again dripped of nostalgia. It was great tonight, man. I am so excited to get on here tomorrow. Already excited for next Tuesday. Get on here, talk about all the. I'm sure there's a lot more surprises
Yeah.
in store for next week. Let me ask you a question too. I didn't Google it yet. I was going to before we jumped on. Again, I'm not saying they're doing it for that reason. Is there counter programming next Tuesday? Dynamite's not moved, right?
What'd you say?
There's no counter programming next week, right? Dynamite's not moved or something?
I don't think so. Not
Okay,
that.
because I know there's a Dynamite coming up that they have to go on Tuesdays. I didn't know if I was like, don't tell. And the fact that NXT is calling it Homecoming, I'm like, dude, what? They just did that in AEW when they went back to Daly's place. What are you doing?
Oh, did you hear the dynamite jab from Vic?
I might. Well, I'm sure I did. What was it?
Put it like this: they don't say anything. It maybe here and there you catch
They
a
really don't. They really don't.
certain things, aren't said on accident, right?
Yeah.
I forgot. Let me see if I wrote down where he
I
said
wish
it.
I knew. Yeah, I would have. I heard. I would have wrote it down. He probably said it. I didn't.
No,
Couldn't
I wrote
recall
it
it.
down, so I'll be able to tell you. You could go back and try to catch it. Hold on 1 second.
Had to have, well, it must have had something to do with homecoming. Then that's what you're bringing up.
No, no, not is
No.
it? It
Oh
was
shit.
even
Okay.
a more subtle one. All right, it was around the Page versus Heights match, the flag
Yep.
and the pole, and that's why I knew it was a dynamite disc because Page is coming out, and he said dynamite's dropping.
Stop.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, bro.
Dude, stop. Oh
It's
no.
I heard it and was like, oh, and then
Oh, that's what we're doing now.
I looked and was like, oh, Ethan Page, you son of a bitch.
See you, Ethan. Damn you. Oh man.
But yeah, one of the commentators, I know it was a Booker.
It was definitely Vic. It was. There's only two. They took Corey's doing the Raw SmackDown run now because Wade got that vacation from Nikki. I mean, got that nice long vacation he needed. Apparently that very coincidentally happened last week.
Yeah.
So we talked. Me and Lady talked about that last night on the Raw rundown.
Yeah.
Very coincidental. Very coincidental. But yeah, no. I'm
Wait,
excited, man.
Dropping on accident.
I'm gonna go back and listen for that now. For the entries, I gotta hear it. Dynamite's dropping, bro. Stop it. That was the one. I feel like Michaels gets one every 3 months, and he was like, "Yo, Hunter, can I put this in?" He's like, "Yeah, okay, you get one." They can say that one. That's it. That's all you
They
get.
sneak some in. But I think it's all for the love of the sport. I don't know why it's such a big deal.
They never say. Listen, you gotta admit. You gotta admit, as watching AEW as much as you do with it, AEW talent, especially like the X, literally just shit on creative. WWE, call it a whatever they call it. WWE throws one jab out. It's like 1 to the 10. What's up?
To be fair, they all don't do that. It's kind of like the same people that have funny.
Pretty much just Mox,
MJF,
Jericho,
like kind of mixed with them. Like
MJF. You have to go all AEW. MJF be saying some weird. He be throwing some awesome WWE stuff, man. I'm like, ooh. He commented on the whole thing with that Aaron lost his mind about. Nothing but love for Aaron Loves Wrestling. No disrespect. But lost his mind with the buckshot lariat from Logan Paul. And MJF tags it back, and he's like, definitely better. And I'm like, well, that's obviously that filled the heat between the two of them, obviously. But people lost their minds at his WWE stuff. I'm like, guys.
The same thing, like him and Ricochet both I'd say flirtatious all over WWE pages.
Ricochet needs to stop,
they
bro.
Shit
I'm
on
sick
some of them.
dude.
They have fun with some of them. They're on troll mode. I don't honestly. I'm gonna put it like this. And this is gonna hurt people's fans that want him to leave. I don't think MJF's ever leaving AEW.
No,
that's
I agree.
Died. Like if the company is shit
they have to go under. Yeah, they have to go under.
Yeah, they'd have to go under. Yeah. They moved Ring of Honor for Tony to make his wedding. Like nuts. Really, like they're family at this point. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the one thing that Tony gives some of these wrestlers, and I think that's why the ones that he is family with take a lot of things personal, because I think some wrestlers don't get that with him, you know? I think it's just maybe the ones that it is, you know? But I don't see why it's a problem with these guys going back and forth. I don't care if you're in TNA, WWE, AEW. Shit, let's all jump on our post together. Let's go.
It's all love, dude. It's all, especially again, we use this opportunity to like look how many people were at the MJF wedding. Like there was people there from WWE. There's a couple pictures out there. Like it's all love for them. We're the ones making it an issue. They don't care. They go to work and make a paycheck just like you get up and punch in 9 to 5. These guys have a job to do and they get paid, and they're all comrades about it.
Did you see Did you see Indy Hartwell's latest interview where she was trying to say all that stuff? I'll send it to her. I gotta remember who she did the interview with, but she was saying it. She said that she doesn't understand it. Like you could see, like it bothers some of these wrestlers that you think like they supposed to have beef with each other. You know, like
he was on. MJF was on a bus. Oh man, where the hell was it? He was on Busted Open, I think 2 years ago, and he said the same shit, and it came right from his mouth. They were like, Dave was asking him something, and MJF's like, dude, we love each other. What are you even talking about? I have no problem with anybody. He goes, it's you people. We have no, and Max just went off, and it was like, he literally said the same thing. He's like, you guys are the one with the problems. I love everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, man, that's the one piece. If Max had jumped over and went to WWE, I don't know where we'd be right now. I don't know where we'd be right now in this grand scheme of things.
I think there's
but Max
even
down the road.
But Max is definitely one of those 3-4 people that I don't think they could afford to lose at any time right now.
I would love to know what that man is making, because it's probably disgusting what Tony threw at him. Well deserved, but it's disgusting for what he probably got paid.
One of the best young talents in the world,
and look at his physique now. He's found the gym. Not that he wasn't before. This boy is cut.
And Tony loves him. So you got to think, if you're gonna overpay somebody, I mean, not saying
that's the guy. That's the one.
I'm just saying.
When FTR is gone, Cope is gone, Cage is gone, Wardlow can't stay healthy. MJF is going to be the one that's there standing tall, carrying your company with the Triple B, and Tony knows it. So
that's why he's moving shows to make sure he made his wedding.
No water, no bread. Oh, me, baby.
But I want to ask you one thing about NXT before you're ready to get up out of here, right?
What's up?
And I'll give you mine. Actually, I'll give you mine first. So that way, I leaked it in the beginning a little bit, but Briggs versus Evans is my match of the night. I just like what's going on there. I'll give him the pass on cheating because I get it. Heel, face.
Heels are gonna heal, man.
Evans got to go down the hill before he can bounce back up, and no pun intended.
Mm-hmm.
But that was my match of the night. I want to know, what was your match of the night?
No, it was that one. Like I literally tuned in. I got there, getting all set up, and like, dude, Evans is Superman his ass over the top of it. I literally looked. I'm like, was there a trampoline that they got in the shot? My man did that all himself. I'm like, yo, that is by far one of the best matches I've seen with him and with Briggs. Briggs definitely got his ass kicked and definitely showed what he can do as a top heel, as a big boy, as a heavy hitter. Yeah, dude, and the cheating needed to happen because heels are going to heal. And Briggs, I think, is one of the guys. I'm trying to go back again. It's not APA stuff with Bradshaw. I'm trying to think the last time we got a real brawler, real big guy.
Wow.
Not Brock Lesnar, because Brock's too big. But you're going to see this man drafted to Raw or SmackDown, and it might start a little slow, maybe an IC belt, maybe an opportunity, but doesn't get it. Briggs, I'm telling you, he's been in NXT 3 years now. He came up in the 2.0 era.
Yeah.
So, dude, he's booked right. He's got the look. He's got the mic skills. He's got everything. He can wrestle. He's your 5-tool guy. I can see him maybe, I think, late 20s right now. He can definitely be a force in this couple of years. Match of the night for me, baby.
Yeah, he had that little, like, wouldn't say indie run, but it was Bloodsport that he was doing and stuff, right?
Yep.
Let him go on a little excursion. And since he's came back, I'm not saying he wasn't where I see there's like a difference. Like, he's hitting harder. He looks more the part. Mm-hmm. He's ready to go right towards the mid card instantly. Not saying he can't be upper card.
We'll get there. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can draft him. I guess if you drafted him, are you giving him a couple like maybe a stable, maybe put a tag team with him or something, or you?
No, because I think that's why he's doing so good. They kept trying to put him in the tag stuff, and then you knew they were going to turn because he's too hungry and he's not honorable. And I think that's why they did the stuff with Yoshi. He's like, look, bro, I'm not honorable. I don't have a code. I do me. I'm here to win, and that's what I think will work because that's it. He's almost like a Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
He's like a lone wolf kind of guy. I don't run with stables no more. I did that. It sucked. I'm not doing that shit no more. Yo, Baron, he's the next but with hair. That's great. Yeah. So, yeah, Baron Corbin.
I like that. And I definitely wouldn't put him in a tag team. I was just asking if you give him like a group, maybe a tag team with him, like kind of like.
You could. I mean, you could end up with a group maybe. I
asked you because I think he's better as a singles rebel kind of outlaw. So you kind of nailed what I was thinking.
I know. I feel like him as a manager with a tag would give me like Eric Young vibes, where they would just like lose and he beat the shit out of them in the back until they won a match or something. Like, you know what I mean?
As
Like,
long as he ain't losing, that might work.
you know what I mean? Yeah, he's always winning, but these guys suck. He's like, dude, I'm gonna beat the hell out of you, bro.
So you're basically talking about Imperium.
Ah, shit. Oh no, he's the next Walter. Oh no. Oh shit.
Don't do it. Walter's one of the top 10 in the world.
Listen,
Gunther.
you can give me Walter, give me Skinny Gunther. That boy, Walter hurt you. He hurt. He was the original hurt business. He hurt people, bro.
Listen, I liked Walter.
Me too. I mean, and for him, it was great for him to slim down. He still looked amazing, and those chops were still dude. The still shots of what he did to people's chests were sick, man. Dude.
I just give you one match that you need to see if you haven't seen it. Walter versus Ospreay.
Have seen it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. That match is so great. That's my comfort match. So I just yeah.
If I'm having a day, I pull up Walter and Ospreay, man. I have myself a night.
That's my comfort match.
Oh shit, man. I'm pumped, man. It's gonna be good, man. Next week we got to get together. Obviously, we're gonna talk about Homecoming, and next week we gotta get together, link up with a couple other good friends of the show, and talk a little WrestlePalooza and a little All Out. We'll talk about that a little more as the weekend comes up. But
yes, sir.
But yeah, man, awesome show. I'm already pumped to get up in here and talk next week about Homecoming. I think there's a lot of surprises coming in. Grayson Wallace kind of bring some cool stuff in too. Yeah, man. Until next Tuesday, which people should know, where can we find you on the socials, my man?
Man, find me here every Tuesday, also other days, but find me every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time at Mob Squad 508 for AEW Dynamite discussions. Also, I took a couple weeks off for the Good Morning IWC, but I'm still dropping every Friday at 10 a.m. Good Morning IWC feature Fridays. We have Lady Alpha, none other than Lady Alpha from Chair Shots coming through this week. So she will be this week's Feature Friday podcast. Make sure we feature the Divas podcast. Make sure you go give her a follow and a subscribe as well. But other than that, man, you know where I'm at on X at Mob Squad 508. Everything the same.
Beautiful, man. If you're not following this man, you should be already. He's on here enough. Y'all know the drill. Do the thing. Yeah. Obviously for us, Chair Shot Sports, the one name, one word, all lowercase. You can find it on X. You can find it on Instagram. You can also find it on TikTok as well. And obviously here on YouTube, man. We were live yesterday with Lady Alpha on the Raw Rundown. Every Tuesday with my brother from another mother, my boy Mike from the Mob Squad. We're doing the NXT Rewind. Yes, Wednesdays, Weekend Wrestling. Thursdays, we're talking TNA. And Fridays, me and Big Mike chop it up with the SmackDown Shakedown, man. And obviously a lot of pay-per-views coming up in the PLEs and pay-per-views, I could say, coming up in the last part. It looks like it's going to be a heated race down to the end of 2025 for both companies. So a lot of prediction shows, a lot of reaction shows after the fact. So we're pumped for it. But to catch all of that, me and Mike, me and Lady, Mike and Sped on Thursdays, the whole group, catch everybody. You got to do the thing. You got to ring that bell. For notifications. You got to subscribe on YouTube. Do the thing, man. Also give us a follow on X if you can. But the biggest thing you can do right now, if you liked everything we talked about, you're still hanging out, listen to this Two Stooges collaboration, hit that thumbs up button, man. It helps me, it helps Mike. And it gets us out there for people that might not know the station, gets us out to the algorithm. And that probably helps us more than a subscribe ever would. So I really appreciate if you can do that for me. The goal is always 50 likes every show. So we appreciate that stuff. But man, yeah. It's good, man. I'm good to be back. Obviously, we're out for a week, man. Life, and stuff happens. You know, Wi-Fi doesn't want to work. Work sucks. All this other stuff. So, but we're back in the saddle, baby. We're back to the grind. We're not running from it. We're here for it. We're facing it head on. So, but yeah, man. Pumped for next Tuesday, and I can confidently say I'm sure I'll be announcing something with you and me for either WrestlePalooza, All Out, or both. Talking about that and predicting what's going to go down next Saturday. So,
yes, sir.
My man. Well, you have yourself a great night. And from Mike from the Mob Squad, I'm Johnny Anthony. We will talk to you soon, but definitely next Tuesday after NXT Homecoming.